Hello and welcome back to The Movie Hoppers. And right off the bat, this movie gets an instant recommend for fans of feet. Um, so I think we can just end the episode with that because
Yep,
those are the only type of people that would want to see this movie
of
anyway.
course.
So
Of
yeah,
course, anyway. Yeah.
thanks for watching another episode, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, see ya.
But in all seriousness, this is a movie by. I wonder who did this. What director did this movie?
I don't know.
Do
Who
you know?
likes feet? Is it Dan Schneider?
Must
Did
be
Dan
Dan.
Schneider make this movie?
Must be Dan Schneider. Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised they let
Yeah.
him have that little kid on set. But
Like,
well,
cool.
now let's. But we saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I'm just gonna start with you, like we usually do. What do
Like,
what?
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of this film?
Okay. Um, so I definitely didn't think it was one of his best films.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has had better films than this one,
Yeah.
but, like, it was still good in some parts. Like it was funny and like it was like, oh, that was good. And then like the callbacks to past movies and um like yeah, it was like good in some parts, but very, very slow
Yeah.
in the beginning and middle. So like three-quarters of the way through the movie it finally does something. So yeah. It was good. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm glad I paid for the morning ticket.
Yeah, the $6 warning ticket. Well, I guess
Yeah,
that's the thing. You got a lot of movie here, so you got a lot of
it's
bang
a
for your
whole lot of
buck.
movie.
It's a whole lot of movie. Um, well, yeah, I guess it's another thing with the long. It's a very long movie. I guess Quentin Tarantino, he moved from the Weinstein Company to Sony. I have no clue why, but so I guess Sony was kind of trying to just like appease him and make him happy. So they're like, hey, make whatever you want. You can do whatever. But Quentin Tarantino, he's the type of the director where if you give him the foot, he'll take the feet. So he made this movie very long. The whole part with when they show like the in movie movies, like the movies that were being made in the
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
that was always very long for no
It
reason
was
at
so
all.
long. I don't. I think I forgot what was like happening before.
Yeah.
Like there was. I mean, yeah, there kind of was like a break between like what was going on in like real life, but then when it went to those inside movies, I'm like, okay, so this is happening now, and then it like cuts back to whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, thing was going on. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were like breaks in the pace, but this movie is so slow. I'm not sure you would need a break in the pace. But like,
is there even a pace?
I don't
Did it
know.
did it keep pace with anything?
I mean, maybe like a snail, but like also if you going into this movie wanting to see a lot of cool mansion family stuff, we won't spoil anything, but you're not gonna get a lot of it.
Yeah, that was like another thing. Like a lot of characters that I thought were gonna be used weren't, but and like nothing happened with them at all. And I was like really confused why they focus so much on like certain characters
Uh huh.
and then not like at all on the others, and then the main thing wasn't like utilized,
Yeah.
and and then it just ended. It was it
You
was
know,
weird.
people are complaining about how the Sharon Tate character didn't get a lot of lines. The Charles Manson character got like no lines.
He was like not even in it.
I know. I mean, there was an actor for it. He was in the credits, but
Yeah.
like he wasn't really in it. Oh wait. Oh, it got put on hold. Oh shit. Well, I guess I'll keep talking about it. But yeah, there was like a big like thing about how Sharon Tate, right? She's a character in the movie played by Margot Robbie. Didn't have a lot of lines and like, oh, this movie's sexist. Tarantino's sexist, and yeah, I know you're on hold, but I was just, oh, holy shit! Your quality just took a shit. Okay. Um, but anyway,
Like, hold on.
okay.
Is it good?
No, it's not good. It's very not good.
Um. Okay.
You just made it practically unhearable.
Oh.
Like, I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna call again.
Okay.
Did you do something?
My mom called and like I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up. Okay, by the way, there's like this big like thing about hey, Tarantino's sexist. They don't have enough lines for Sharon Tate. But oh wait, say something.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's better, but the fan's louder
Better.
for some reason. But
And
that doesn't. But I was just talking to wonderful viewers about how did you know about the Sharon Tate thing where everybody thought Sharon Tate didn't have enough lines?
I didn't hear about that, but
Oh, well, that's what I heard about, and people were like saying, "Oh, this movie's sexist," but like doesn't even play a big part in the movie really. So
yeah,
it's like
doesn't
whatever.
matter.
But what else you want to talk about? Because there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah. Um. Um. Okay. Well, going into it, I figured like, okay, it's gonna be a Tarantino film, right? Classic Tarantino, like with the title cards and like all that stuff, and
Mhm.
out of order stories. But it very much was not that. There was no breakup of different characters or different stories. It was just one story, but it like just focused more on certain characters at different times,
Yeah.
and there was no out of order stuff. And I'm like, what? It was just a straightforward plot,
Yeah.
and like didn't do anything really special.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, like, I don't think a lot of his later movies haven't been doing that, I don't think.
Yeah, but I'm like, still.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is the Tarantino-esque film? Where is
Oh,
it?
man. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, something about this tells me that Tarantino might like the 60s, might be his favorite era, because this movie was literally just a circle jerk of, 60s pop culture.
Yeah.
Like, almost to like you know how like some directors will like make these comedies and make these like movies or mostly comedies but just like movies in general that are like very overbearing on the pop culture references.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's this, except this is in the 60s.
Yeah. And like you have to have so much 60s movie knowledge that
Yeah,
it's like, okay. Okay.
it almost feels
I
like it's
get
gonna
it.
be his last movie, just not because it's not doing well or anything, just because like he's getting all these references and getting all these things out. I don't know, maybe he's having like a midlife crisis. That's what people are saying too. Who knows? But um, I mean, the two main characters, they were pretty. I mean, the acting was good.
Yeah.
I liked the two main characters. Sharon Tate was done well. Although I've got to say the part where she's in the movie theater watching her movie, and she inexplicably does not have shoes on,
Mhm.
and her feet take up about 30% of the screen. Very
Yep.
interesting choice. I bet
Yeah.
Margaret, whatever her name, Robbie, Um, that was probably her idea, I'm guessing. She just thought the character would do that.
Yeah,
Um, definitely no
just
outside
like felt
influence
so
to that.
relaxed,
Yeah.
so relaxed, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna pick my feet up and watch this movie.
There,
Yeah,
there's multiple scenes where I feel like people should have shoes and they don't.
yeah, like all of the hippie characters
Yeah.
never had shoes or
Yeah.
socks at all,
Like this one
even
hip
like flip flops.
yeah,
Like,
this one hippie girl was walking around the fucking streets of Hollywood. She
and in
had
the
no shoes
dumpsters,
on. Yeah, like
like no shoes.
you think they would have something, like even bags like on their feet or something. But no. Excellent artistic choice by Tarantino there.
Yeah,
Um but I mean yeah, I like the acting. That was good.
yeah, that was a good part of the movie.
Yeah.
How the acting's good, you know, not the plot. The plot's like, eh, kind of boring.
Well, the plot well it's very yeah, it is very slow movie. If you don't like slow movies, I definitely would not recommend this. Um it's just you're kind of just like hanging out with the characters. Just, I guess I mean I felt like I knew a lot about the characters at least. So
Yeah.
that's a
Well,
thing.
at least the main character, like the two main characters,
Yeah.
you know a lot about those two guys. But you know, every other character, it's like, who?
Yeah.
Who cares about those?
Yeah. I mean maybe Sharon Tate a little. But
Yeah. Cool.
I feel like we've been ragging on this movie a fair bit. I think we should go to our positivity corner, your favorite part of the
Yay.
show, where
Okay.
I said I like the acting, so I'm completely inept. I do not need to do this part. But you, on the other hand,
Yeah,
you
I
said it was a good
usually have
movie.
to do this part. Yeah. When okay, so I liked the part where I don't know if this is a spoiler. I liked the action at the end,
Yeah,
and I liked when Brad Pitt's character was
yeah. I don't want to spoil
were.
that, but it's very heavily foreshadowed. But still, yeah, I like that. I like
I like that scene. Like that was a cool scene.
that was. I thought that was very funny. Um, but yeah, I'll talk more about
But
that
you know,
scene
that
later.
scene was also very long. So I mean, but I don't know. I think that was like a scene that was necessary to be that long.
Yeah,
So, but like a lot of the other scenes were like, all right, dude, move on,
yeah.
please.
I mean, it doesn't sound like you like this movie too much.
It's all
Just,
right.
I mean,
It's good.
like, it's hard to like pin down a certain point and kind of like talk about it. Um,
Yeah.
I mean the production value too. That was very high.
Yeah. Very good. It looked really cool.
Yeah,
Like the aesthetic, everything is the whole aesthetic was very pleasing to
y-
look at.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. Um, what else? Did you who did you sympathize more with, the main character or the stunt double guy? Who do you, who did you like more? Who did you
I
sympathize
don't
more with?
I don't know if they really had an arc that I could exactly sympathize. I guess DiCaprio's character, but you know they they really were staying the same throughout the whole movie.
Yeah,
So I mean, like if I had to sympathize, I don't know why are we sympathizing with them?
I don't know because I feel like
They
I
can be
mean
sympathized with.
I feel like these characters they're kind of down the dumps. They're kind of at a low point in their career for most of the movie, and it's like, hey, if something bad's happening to a main character, you should probably have sympathy for them. That's like a sign of a good movie, you know?
I was kind of just like, Oh, dang. That sucks, man.
Oh man, that's a sign of a good movie right there too. But do you just want to go into spoiler talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So yeah, I did like the ending. I liked how the flamethrower came back.
yeah.
That was
I'm like,
hilarious.
geez. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Why does he have that? Isn't that like illegal or something?
Maybe not in the 60s.
It's okay. But I mean, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. I just like that whole ending part. I didn't think it was long at all, actually.
Maybe
Um,
because that actually happened in the movie for once.
yeah. But the second I saw the acid dipped cigarette, I was like, oh man, there's gonna be a trip out scene. Oh boy. And I was just waiting the whole time for it to happen, and I felt like that was well acted. That was funny.
Yeah.
I really liked that scene. Um, are there any? I
Okay,
don't know
one
if this.
issue I had. Okay, so you
Mhm.
know when he's tripping out, he's feeding the dog, right?
Yeah.
Um, why? Okay, you saw how big those cans were. They
Uh.
were like probably 4 inches in diameter and like 5 inches tall. That is a massive dog food can, and he's giving the dog two of those like every day. How is the dog not fat?
It's a big
Is what
dog.
I'm asking. Like, what?
Yeah, so it's a big dog.
It is a big dog, but they don't. It's like they don't need to get fed that much food. And I'm like, I was just like, I was thinking about that the whole time. Whenever the dog was on and he was feeding the dog, because like it happened twice. But I'm like, dude, that is. And then he put dry food in it, dry food in
Yeah.
the bowl plus the two cans, and I'm like, dude, you you're overfeeding your dog, and it's weird. I'm like, that was too much. It was too much food. Like, just at least one can. Just like do one can, and then they'd be good. The dog would be good. And I was just like, that was a lot of dog food, and kind of took me out of the movie for like a
Broke
second.
your immersion.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. It's like that is so much food.
Damn it, Tarantino, you had
You have
one job.
do you have a dog?
I have a cat.
Like, okay, you realize like you don't feed them that much,
No.
right?
Well, yeah, it's a
Right.
cat.
It's a cat, but still, like you don't feed your cat like 3 cans of cat food, you know,
Yeah,
or more
that's true.
a day. Like one can. One can is good.
Okay, but on
This is so
to wait.
sorry.
I,
Sorry, I was just like really irked by
yeah,
that.
I was gonna say on to less important things.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not very important, but I was just saying, like it was weird.
um, I was going to say something, but I completely lost it.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Do you have anything else you want to say, like right now? Now just think
Um,
about what I was gonna say.
I like okay, so Sharon Tate was one of the Manson murders, right?
Yeah.
So, like at the end, was that like the day she was supposed to die because like they were
Yes.
having a party when that those people came and like killed all their friends and her, and I'm like that was an alternative ending, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
okay, okay, just making sure.
Um.
Okay.
Did you like the fact that they changed, you know, that that they made it different? Did that catch you off guard? Did you get what do you get? Did you get Ryan Wilson or whatever his name was? Did you get your expectations diverted? Did you enjoy that?
I mean, I kind of figured that was gonna. Okay, another issue I had was I predicted what was going to happen throughout most of this movie,
Even the
and like
end?
that. What?
Even the end?
Pretty much, yeah.
Huh.
Like that really frustrated me because like since like it wasn't broken up, and they were focusing so heavily on certain characters. I knew that these characters would be important toward the end, and they, in classic Tarantino fashion, they must all be connected somehow,
Yeah.
right? So something must happen at the end, and since Brad Pitt's character goes to the Charles Manson place and is like makes all those people angry, they must obviously go out and find him somehow,
Mhm.
right? And then
Yeah.
like, yo, you're that guy that like beat up that one guy, and we were sad. So, here's like our revenge. And also, you worked in movies, so you're bad anyway. So I'm just gonna kill you.
Well,
But then
that's not quite what happened though. What?
rough. It's rough. It's roughly
Well,
what happened.
yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, I guess that would make sense if Cliff Booth was the one who ran outside when the car was on the cul-de-sac, but it was the other guy, um, fucking
Rick
whatever.
Dalton.
Yeah, Rick Dalton. He was the one who did it. So
Yeah,
like, his
but
whole
still,
going there was kind of inconsequential to like the whole
right,
movie.
right. I get that, but like, it was still like they were there, and he was there, and Rick Dalton was there,
Mm.
and Sharon Tate's next door, and I'm like, okay, they're all together. Something's going to happen. Obviously, something happens. They have a fight. They all die. Well, not all of the Manson characters die, and then everyone's cool, and then it ends with Rick Dalton with Sharon Tate. I'm like, yeah, that's that's what I thought would happen.
Really?
Like
Huh.
they would all get together somehow and fight the bad guy. And I'm like, that. I'm like, yeah, that's what happened.
Well, um, I liked how it ended. I did not expect that to happen, but maybe I kind of just had more knowledge on what happened, and that kind of clouded my my picking up on the foreshadowing and stuff. But
Right. But like, I knew Sharon Tate like was killed by the Manson people, but I
yeah,
didn't like know what day, but exactly. But like I still knew that she died at a party with friends. And I'm like, oh, that's probably yeah, she's there. It's a party, and the Manson people are there. But it's like, oh, Rick Dalton like blocked them, and they're not there anymore. But now they're angry at him, so it's like, whoops,
oh man. But
diverted. I'm
um
like, okay, that's yep.
also I realized what I was gonna say earlier. Do
Okay.
you think do you think Cliff Booth killed his wife?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I just don't feel like that kind of like went into his character a lot though. Like it kind of
No.
felt like just a thing that
Yeah.
happened.
I mean,
So
that's kind of how it felt like with a lot of these things in the movie.
they're just things that happened.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they didn't really add anything.
like the whole part where Rick Dalton goes to Rome uh, to work in Italian movies and stuff. It's like I don't know why they did that. Why that was necessary.
Well, it's because the Al Pacino character. He's like, yo, you need to like do bigger movies because your career is dying. And what's really great is those Italian people make really, I guess, good spaghetti western
Hmm.
films. So do those, and your career will be great.
Well, I'm just
Let it
saying,
die, you know?
like, but how does it kind of contribute to like the overall plot?
It doesn't.
Yeah, I
I mean,
guess
I
that's my
think that was what
problem.
he was working for, like to actually get there and then go to Italy and then go and do those films in Rome. But then he just comes back, so it
Yeah,
doesn't really matter.
it was an odd choice, but I guess that's this movie in a nutshell anyway. So
But at least we got that callback when the one director's name was Antonio Margheriti with the
Oh.
director. Like, oh, and everyone in the theater was like, oh, that's the name
Oh my
that we
God.
knew before.
He said the name. He said the
He,
name.
he said the name that was in one of his other movies. Oh boy.
Also, I just feel like this movie could have been like an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
Like, and I get,
definitely not almost 3 hours.
yeah, and I get if you want your movie to be like slow or whatever. But this movie was like,
Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
yeah,
It
at
was getting,
times it was kind of unnecessary.
yeah,
But
like the whole Bruce Lee thing, the whole Bruce Lee fight. I'm like, why is it in here? Why? Why? Like, I get that like the wife had to be angry at Cliff for some reason,
mhm.
but she was already angry at him because she thought he killed his wife. So why have? And like, I also didn't get that because it was like that a hypothetical situation or
I think that's
like did
something
they
that happened in the.
not?
I think that's something that happened in the past because remember how Rick Dalton was like, no, Cliff Booth was like, hey, did you put in a word to so I can be a stuntman in this movie? And he's like, nah, it's director so and so. And he's like, oh, okay. When he was fixing the the TV antenna, he was flashing back to that moment, and then it goes
Right,
back, and he's like, fair enough. Like, like that happened in the past. Like,
right.
but I can see how you get
It was
confused because it
like
was very long.
it was weird. Because like Rick Dalton was like because it seemed like he didn't know what happened
Yeah.
between Cliff and the director and his wife.
Well, I think
And
he did. I think he did because
but then why didn't he? Cause, but then he said like, oh, it's a friend. The director's a friend of this guy, and that was his reason. It wasn't, oh, it's just this director, and he's gonna be there, right? And I'm like, okay, so then why are they talking about the director's friend and not the fact that the director is there and the director doesn't like him?
I don't know.
Like I didn't get that part.
Maybe no reason at all. But I mean, there's just. I mean, I think I'm coming off like I like this movie a lot less than I actually do. I mean, it was good. I really got to know the characters. I
That's the
like
only thing he did
yeah. I
for
mean,
3/4 of the movie. It was just character building.
but I guess one thing that I did like was how Sharon Tate, despite the fact that you don't spend a lot of time with her, she is built up as this like ultimate like pure person, and like you just keep expecting her to die, and you're like, oh god, it's gonna suck so hard when she dies because she's like so pure, and she's just happy to see other people happy, and then she doesn't die, and it's like, oh, happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a
I
thing.
think it would have been better if like they showed a scene where they were actually planning on who to kill and she was in the list or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like they come by and then it's like Rick Dalton's there and they ruin the whole plan.
Yeah.
I think that would have been better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't
Who
know.
knows?
But who knows?
But do you have anything else to say? Do you want to get into ratings?
Um uh nah, yeah. I think I'm good.
Well, here's that. Well, I guess I have one more thing to ask. Were you disappointed?
Honestly, yes.
Uh huh.
Cause I was like, because his past couple movies, like The Hateful Eight, which I haven't seen, but my dad like talks about it. whenever we talk about Tarantino films, and like he didn't like that, and like he didn't really like Django Unchained, and like I like Django a little bit, but he definitely has been like in the past couple movies that he's made, he's definitely been going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure he's been relying on his name to get him by, so he's just like
Yeah.
cashing in and running, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like it's like I guess frustrating, I guess I could say, because like he was so in the past he's been so like I love movies and I want to make great movies, and he did for like a couple movies, but then once he got really popular, he just stopped doing that. Like it didn't seem like he was really like passionate about making it good.
Well, maybe it's like the thing where like, when you become popular and stuff, people don't say no to you. So maybe in his past movies, he had like restraint and he had to do things a certain way, which kind of ended up helping him, like, getting feedback and stuff. But now he doesn't need to get those things because he's Tarantino and he can, get the get his funding however he wants, and he can make whatever movie he wants, and nobody can get in his way. So maybe that's like a problem, but I don't know. Um,
Maybe
but
maybe it's a good thing he's retiring.
yeah,
Supposedly, you know.
yeah, he might be. Well, he might be making that Star Trek movie,
He's
and
making a Star Trek movie.
he said that he might, and he might be making a Kill.
Why?
Wait, don't say anything yet because he might be making a Kill Bill 3.
Why? Why?
Don't you remember that one scene in the first one where Uma Thurman is like, "If you're salty about me killing your mom, just come back and I'll fight you." Might be about that. Who knows? Could be
He's
anything.
really like lost ideas, haven't he? Hasn't he?
Oh man, can't wait for Pulp Fiction too. That would be pretty bad.
Peter Jackson's character on the road to find Jesus.
That would be pretty funny. But I remember when this movie was like in the early stages, Quentin Tarantino said that this was gonna be his movie that was most like Pulp Fiction, and I've gotta say, this is nothing like Pulp Fiction at all.
It's very much not like Pulp Fiction at all.
Yeah.
I it's kind of more like a Reservoir Dog bit.
Eh.
I guess. 'Cause it's like it's focusing very heavily on the characters,
Yeah.
but not well.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs is better than this,
Yeah, definitely.
but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Except give this movie a number rating out of 10. You
Yep,
go.
you go first.
Wait a second. Oh, okay. Okay, I've been making you go first. All day long, I will give you a break. Oh, man. Well, for this one, I know some people might be mad. I know that I've been ragging on this movie a lot. But at the end of the day, gonna have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Because I did like it for the most part. It was entertaining. I kind of did. I guess I really didn't talk about how for a lot of it I was engrossed. It was just too long.
Yeah, definitely. Like it was still very good.
Hmm.
Like, but it was just so slow. It was dragging.
It was just
It was like
unnecessary.
underwater.
How long it was just completely unnecessary.
Yeah, because like seeing how long this was, I thought it would be like crazy. Like so much things must be happening in this movie,
Yeah,
but there was nothing happening.
and and when you see a movie like Pulp Fiction or Kill Bill or Inglorious Bastards, you get the runtime is justified. But in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one, it was long just to be long.
yeah,
So I guess that was its biggest downfall. Could have been
yeah,
bumped up maybe 1 or 2 points. just on that
Yeah.
alone. But
Mhm.
I'm itching to hear yours.
Yep. And what a coincidence. I also gave it a 7.5.
Whoa,
Whoa.
that's insane.
Crazy.
Are you gonna be going to the next Quentin Tarantino movie? Possibly his Star Trek one. Possibly Kill Bill 3.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
probably.
me too.
It's like I still like Tarantino films. Like they're really cool and like the music choices are amazing
Yeah, I
and
like
the
the music.
aesthetic is always great and usually the plot is cool, you know?
Yeah,
And but yeah, the last couple ones have been great, but if he makes another one, I hope it's better. Like I
yeah.
hope he gets back on track. If not,
Hopefully,
it's just not gonna be good. It's gonna be bad.
but let's see here. The next movie that we are seeing. Oh man, next week. It's the calm before the storm. I'm telling you, boys. Next week, what do we have? We have Hobbs and Shaw coming out. Who cares? But the week after that, I am going to list off all the wide releases on August 9th. Next week,
So
August
many.
no, yeah, the week after next week, August 9th, we are looking at The Art of Racing in the Rain, Brian Banks, whatever the hell that is, Dora and the Lost City of Gold, The Kitchen,
Woo!
and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, all in one weekend. That's insane.
Heck
So,
yeah.
we're gonna have to be working overtime. We're gonna have to stay at the offices a bit longer. T-
hmm
tell our wives we aren't gonna be home in time for supper because we'll be working on those reviews. But
Yep.
before that, we have Hobbs and Shaw next weekend, a movie that everybody is excited for. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yay.
Yay!
I haven't seen any Fast and Furious movies.
No,
Woo!
me either. But
Woo!
oh man, it has Dwayne the Rock Johnson in it, so you know,
You know it's gonna be good then. So.
obviously
Uh,
it's gonna be great.
mhm.
But I guess for now we have to say
Well,
farewell.
are we doing the movies that we've seen? Because it's been like
Oh,
a whole week.
has been a while. So, yes, do that. You go. Say things.
Did I? All right, hold on. I don't remember where I stopped. Did I do Nightcrawler?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Did I do Whiplash?
Yes.
Did I do Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri?
Yes.
Did I do The Revenant?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I saw The Revenant like a couple weeks ago. Finally, like it was on TV, so that was cool.
Mm.
But I gave that 8 out of 5, 8.5 out of 10. 8 out of 5.
Wow. That is a good
8.5 out
movie.
of 10. Yeah, yeah. Um, I thought it was like a very interesting way of filming it. The camera work was phenomenal. It was very beautiful. All the scenes and stuff was amazing. And like it didn't have a whole lot of lines, but it let the action speak for themselves. So I thought that was very, very cool.
Good.
Next, I saw Billionaire Boys Club, which I completely
Oh
forgot about.
no. Oh no.
And I'm like, because like I saw the ratings on TV, and I'm like, yo, why does this do so bad? I'm like, wait, is this the movie that got like $126 the first day we opened?
Yeah.
Because I remembered, oh yeah, this was like in the midst of all the Kevin Spacey allegations. I'm like, yep, and no one this movie. So, I watched it because I forgot what it was, but there was nothing like objectively wrong with it. It wasn't terrible. The beginning could have been written better. Like it was bad. It could have been better, like laying out who the main characters were, and but it had Kevin Spacey in it a lot, so
Oh,
I
uh,
gave that a 6.5 out of 10.
there we go. Good
Then I
stuff.
saw A Single Man, which I completely forgot. Tom Ford makes movies. So when I saw his name in the credits at the end, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, Tom Ford makes movies. Yeah,
Wow.
that's a thing. But I thought the color scheme with the grayscale until Colin Firth's character met someone or like talked to someone that would be important into changing his mind was very aesthetic. It was very like that's cool. Like it added a nice little factor in the film. The story was sad and like oh boy, like another sad gay film.
Oh
But like
no.
it had a nice ending. But like albeit bittersweet, uh, it was like it was a good change, of course, from like most of the gay films from that time period, like 2009, because it's like just getting attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I gave that an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So it was cool. Next, I saw American Animals. Finally,
Oh yeah,
it's
that's a
been
good
my
one.
watch list for so long, and like I was actually nervous in the film. Like it was fantastic sense
Great
building.
movie.
Like
Yes.
it was a solid flow from each part of the story to the next, and the documentary aspect of the film was like incorporated very very well, and all around it was a great movie. So I gave that a 9 out of 10. And yesterday I saw Midsummer.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Oh man.
it was so weird, very unnerving. But finally, a movie like a horror movie that actually scared me was like not scared, I guess I could say, but like it was very uncomfortable. It made me very uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
that was good. It made me think about it because I'm like, yo, what if the whole movie she's just tripping out? You know, she was taking Ativan,
Yeah.
right? So you never know, right? So I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. But and like it made me think about it. So I mean, like to me, that's how horror movies are supposed to be. And like I really like psychological horror films, so I guess I could have a bias
Mm-hmm.
on it, but you know, it was pretty good. So I gave that 8.5 out of 10. And then we already talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then last night in the very uh early morning, like 12 to 1 to 2, when it finally ended, I watched Hot Tub Time Machine,
Oh man.
and I was like I was really upset because I just came from the theater from watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then I watched this, and it was better. It was
Wait a
better than
second.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What?
Wait, really?
I mean, it had better flow. It wasn't fast. I mean, it was fast. It wasn't slow. Like it had like a better story, and it fleshed out their characters more without like having it too long. And I'm like, why? Why is this better? Why is this better? No, I mean, like, yeah, it was really funny, and it was a solid movie. So I gave that an 8.5 out of 10,
Oh man.
and that's all the movies I've seen so far
Okay.
that this week.
Well, let's see what I saw. Well, I saw Bethany Hamilton: Unstoppable. Um, which was a document. Do you know who Bethany Hamilton is?
Nope.
Okay, good. 6.5 out of 10. I also saw Wild Rose, which was a movie about a country singer, fictional, who lives in Britain, but nobody sings country in Britain because Britain's not a country. So, tries to go to America. She has a bunch of problems like stupid kids. And the ending isn't what I expected it to be in a good way. So that was good. I enjoyed the movie, but I didn't like the music because it's country music and it sucks anus. But the whole movie was pretty good. I don't know, like 7.5, something like that. I also saw The Art of Self Defense. Um, it was a movie about the male hierarchy, and it thought it was clever when in reality it wasn't. So, yeah, 5 out of 10. Yay! We just got through it all. We just did the whole thing, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for the movie hoppers.
Yep. look forward to
Hobbs and
uh
Shaw.
August
Hell yeah.
movies.
We'll be working overtime. August
There's
is just a
gonna be
busy,
a lot of movies.
busy month. Even past that, there's gonna be 47 meters down, Unchained,
Yeah,
Good Boys, Where'd You Go, Bernadette, Angry Birds 2, Ready. Oh my God, so many goddamn movies. Okay, well I
so
guess
many.
we're just gonna have to watch them all.
I guess so.
Damn it. Okay, well join us next week for Hobbs and Shaw. See ya.
See ya.